everyone, all the followers and all the viewers out there. I greatly appreciate your support. And we are featured today, Mr. Tony Collins, book author and professional athlete, former, of course. But he was in the Super Bowl with the New England Patriots in the 80s. But and he went to college at East Carolina, which I'm pretty familiar with being from North Carolina. So how did it all start for you, Mr. Collins?
Oh man, you know, I grew up in a family of 16, and I was number 15, and I had 8 older brothers, and we all wanted to play in the NFL. You know what I mean? And so I tell people all the time is that your words have power. And I think I was around maybe like 9 or 10 years old, and I went to my mom and I said to my mom, I said, "Mom, I am going to play in the NFL." Not knowing what I was doing at the time, but I was speaking my future into the present. And one of the greatest things that my mom told me when I said that to her, she said, "Son, you can do anything you put your mind to." So at the age of 9, man, there was no doubt in my mind that I was going to play in the NFL because my mom said I could. And I grew up in a small town in upstate New York, about an hour south of Rochester, and really small town. And we had a really decent football team. Well, the high school was known for football because all my older brothers played there anyway. And my senior year, we had a really good football team. We went undefeated. We were #1 small school in the state of New York at that time. And I got the opportunity to go to East Carolina University. And it was crazy how I even got to East Carolina University. I got recruited by a few schools, and Syracuse, of course, that was maybe like an hour away. And then I got a opportunity to go to the University of Florida, the Gators. You know, that's big time.
For sure, man.
I was more excited about getting on the airplane because, you know, when you were the family of 16, you don't get to ride on the airplane too often. So I've never been on the airplane before, and so I got the opportunity to get on the airplane, go down to check out University of Florida, and everything was perfect, man. They had their colors were orange and blue. My high school colors were orange and blue, and you know they gave me a offer I signed a letter of intent for a full ride, and I'm going to University of Florida. So now when you're in high school, you get 5 official visits, and Florida was my 4th visit. And so I had another visit left, but, you know, I wasn't going to take it because, you know, I had already made my mind up I'm going to University of Florida. But when I came home from my trip from Florida on that Sunday, on that Monday, East Carolina University called me up on the phone. Now, I don't know if you remember Pat Dye. He was the coach at East Carolina at the time. He went on to Auburn, was a great coach at Auburn, coached Bo Jackson, the whole 9 yards. But he calls me up on the phone. He says, "We see you have another visit to take. Would you like to come to East Carolina on a visit?" I never heard of East Carolina before. You know, so I'm going to University of Florida. But I asked him, I said, "Are you guys going to fly me down?" And he said, "Yeah, of course we're going to fly you." So I was like, "Hell yeah, I'll get on the airplane again." So I got to get on the airplane twice in 2 weeks. So I was pretty excited about that. I was just going to go to East Carolina for the visit, just to go, you know.
Yes,
and I got down there and met Pat Dye, and he said some things to me, man, and that's another thing how powerful his words were to me. He said, "Son, if you come here, you'll get an opportunity to play, and you'll get an opportunity to play in the NFL." And I was like, wow. The coach of Florida didn't tell me that. Actually, the coach of Florida said I might get redshirted my freshman year because they had so many good running backs at the time. But you know, that didn't matter to me. But Pat Dye said, if you come here, you're going to get an opportunity to play. You're going to get an opportunity to play in the NFL. And when he said those words to me, man, I want to go to East Carolina. I don't want to go to Florida. all my brothers and my father, they were like, "Man, are you crazy? This is 1977, you know. I'm gonna pick East Carolina over Florida." And you know, it was like, man, you don't want to do that. But I made the choice, man, to pick East Carolina over Florida, and it was the right choice for me. I got down there, and freshman year I didn't play too much, but I did play. And sophomore year played a lot. Junior year played a whole lot. My junior year, we actually led the nation, the entire nation in rushing. And so we, you know, I think I averaged maybe like 7.3 yards a carry or something like that. We had a really good backfield, and just my senior year, we did, Pat Dye had actually left my senior year, and so my senior year I returned a lot of kickoffs, couple of kickoffs backs for touchdowns, and so getting ready for the draft, man. You know, in 1981, I'm watching the draft in my dorm room on the 12-inch black and white TV. You probably never seen the 12-inch black and white TV before.
The box TV?
Yeah. Watching it on ESPN, man. And I got the call, and man, it was fantastic. You know, your dreams come true. I got drafted in the second round in 1981 by the Patriots.
This concludes our episode today, folks. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our up-to-date content. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. We welcome you back next time.